legally, because if you weren't, you probably wouldn't be speaking to me. You'd probably be in jail or somewhere else, man. So that thanks for sharing your story, man. And I can imagine that something that probably made it even more difficult is I've had a few European people on this podcast, and I've spoken to other Europeans, and I know in there when you do business, like they move very slow. So like if you're trying to get something done, I'm sure it doesn't happen as fast as you would like, right? Or like it can take a long time.
Yeah, sure. Like most of the cases, a year. Like there was another one took 2 years. I mean, your whole life is on hold. Like the Turkey apartments, I had a case with the builder there, and it was in a different city. It was like 2 years it took, and you can't win because your accounts are on hold and everything. They just your assets because it's like if you lose, you have to pay them, so they don't allow you to live normally.
Yeah, man. And real estate. Don't get me wrong, it's a great business. I still intend to do real estate for a long time, but one of the things that is turning me off about the nature of the business is just how long everything takes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially once you get lawyers involved, they just make the thing longer. If you have tenants who are not paying, like it takes a long time to evict them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I love the man I've become as a result of doing real estate, but I'm starting to think about other businesses that I might want to get into to, you know, diversify my income. So you founded 20 companies. I'm sure they're all not real estate. What else have you found that has allowed you to find success?
Yeah, so like a recent one is VA World. It's virtual assistants, and I had a recruitment license years ago, 17, 18 years ago, when the Polish were coming to Ireland. I was kind of placing a lot of them into construction, and so it was successful. But when I had to move to Poland, I let it go, and like it was always in the back of my mind. That's a nice model, and I've used like virtual assistants for a lot of my podcasts because I've got the settings. I edit it myself, but just kind of doing posts and creating shorts and stuff like that. Yeah. So I've been using it, and then I get some of my clients and I kind of, you know, get them to be working. So I knew the benefit, and basically I've been working for a good few years. We just came together, and we're basically helping people, and it's not based on the hour. Like most people kind of do it like, oh, the hour, how much do you charge per hour? But the way we're doing it is, most times, especially if it's like social media or whatever, you're worried about your passwords because you don't know if you're working with somebody in any different country that's not in the same place as you. How can I protect that? Because like not every system allows like just an admin that you're using your system. Sometimes you have to give the full pass. And what we have is we have the computers in the office, and basically they come into work, so we're vetting them. But we also have a manager overseeing it. And we use like Trello to have the whole profile. So we're protecting both sides, and you know, we're protecting the worker and we're also protecting the client. And like sometimes, a lot of times, like you've clients, they abuse people. I mean, that's well known as well. They think just because they're like the boss that they can treat people like crap. We won't tolerate that. So we make sure as well that, you know, like this has to be a mutual place where you require this work, we provide the people to do it, whether it's bookkeeping, whether it's website graphics, or we've got all the different services. But we're protecting both sides. And like the thing is, you don't have to worry about taxes, holidays, sick pay and all that, because we've got such a team that even if somebody is going away, we've somebody else that's stepping in, and you're dealing with somebody that's managing the whole lot. And I think it's kind of a different model to the way some of the companies work.
Yeah, I mean, the virtual assistants are incredibly powerful tools and helpful resources that I feel like a lot of people aren't really realizing, to be honest. And I just like you said, you use a podcast with virtual assistants. I have a virtual assistant helping me with all my podcast endeavors, and it's just incredibly. I feel like if you're creative enough, you can use virtual assistants in so many great ways that I feel like a lot of people don't even talk about. Like, for an example, one of the most underrated ways I've used virtual assistants is I would hire a virtual assistant to once back when I was freelancing, I would use them to email and message a bunch of people so I can get freelance gigs. And I was able to get all types of high contract work as a result of them marketing for me. And I've even done that to find some high paying jobs for myself. And so and that's just one example, and there's many examples of how you can creatively use virtual assistants. Can you speak towards the power of virtual assistants and how helpful they've been for you, and how can people use them to their advantage?
Well, I mean, a lot of people, whether they're kind of like solopreneurs, maybe they're a coach, because there's a lot of people like they're coach
Right.
consultants and stuff like that. And if you're making X, whether it's even $50 an hour or $100 an hour, if you can get somebody to do a load of lead generation, as you say, reach out and stuff like that,